Hey guys, I'm back. This is Penny Henry from Create for Christ Designs. Again, if you didn't see the momentum, I am so sorry. This is late. Danny was off last week and he had to be my priority. So, anyway, here is your daily art 2023. I made this journal and I have been so excited. I have kept up with it pretty much every day. In fact, I think I have kept up with it every day since January 1st. And it has been so fun. I am learning so much. I'm doing tutorials. I'm just having a blast. So anyway, this is my journal, and here we go. Let's go down here to me, and here we go. And I did the mandala for my my divider pages. Usually I color these in. I'm surprised I didn't color this one in. Anyway, okay, we start out the first with Mandala Monday, and there's my mandala. And I always try to put whoever does thumbnail, which since it's me, I just put Mandala Monday up there, and their logo, and that's my logo. See, Create for Christ Designs. Anyway, all right, here we go. Oh man, I'm getting a sore throat. Talk too much. I did not use a reference for this. This is where I put together my background for my thumbnails for May, which it was Mother's Day, and y'all know how much I love roses. So this is my rose that I did, and y'all know, if you watch me maybe in February, I was so excited to finally be able to do a rose. So yeah, that's my rose, and yeah. All right. Oh, and I put no reference used because, yeah, it was my work. Okay. This was SHERRI. If you watch me, you know that I struggled for so long with her name, and I knew I was butchering it. And the other day when I watched a video, she actually said her name, and it is SHERRI. So I know it now. Anyway, she did the Best Mom paper cut. There's hers. That's her thumbnail. And that's her, sorry. That's her logo. It was a tutorial. I do that for myself. And then here's my take on it. And I had a good time doing that. And I took and did a gradient and, you know, some background. And it was just, yeah, it was fun to do. Okay. And then this is Art with Flow. This was the first of two. She had... the first one was sketching it out, and then later on you'll see where we painted it. That's her logo. That is the thumbnail for it. Part one. And then here is Sherry Baldy, and y'all know how much I love coloring up these little girls and dolls and stuff that she does. They're just so adorable. I fall in love with them. And I put a frame around it. I just thought that would be fun this time. There is the picture. She does not have a thumbnail, but there's the picture. And there's her logo. And I'm one of her patrons. Here is Joel Create. There is his logo. It was a tutorial. There is his thumbnail. And there's my take on it. Y'all know me. I have to do something to make it my own. And this is my background with my textures. So, yeah. And then this was Lettie Blue. This was her logo. It was a tutorial. This was her thumbnail, and this is my take on it. I love you, Baby Yoda, and this was just so cute. So anyway, and again, I did my you know, my textures and all that stuff. But yeah, it was so fun. And I was one of her patrons. I'm not anymore because I had to make some hard decisions. So anyway, I'll be going back eventually, but just not right now. And then here is part 2 of Flo's bookshelf. It was a tutorial. There is her thumbnail, and there's my take on it. And I had a good time doing it. So, and of course I took where she put, you know, she didn't put anything in the little frames, and I put, you know, my thing I did last month with the poem, and here was my cross I did last month that I put in the frame. So that was fun too. Here's Mandala Monday, and there's my little Mandala Monday. There's my logo. I'm enjoying mandalas too. This was SHERRI, and it was a tutorial. There's her logo. There's her thumbnail. And here's my take on it. Sorry, my cord keeps getting tangled up over here. Okay, I did 2 with her this time because I just really liked the Mother's Day one she had. SHERRI tutorial. There's her thumbnail. And there's my take on it. Okay, this was Art with Flo tutorial. I was her patron. This was an isometric house. Y'all would be, I mean, at least I was, amazed at how difficult the isometric was. Yeah, this was it. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Plus, I like little cabins and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. That's going to be so easy to do. And it wasn't. But anyway, yeah, here's how it turned out. And I put some clouds on the top and some, actually I used one of my texture brushes to make it look like grass. And it didn't turn out too bad. Anyway, that was fun. And of course, Sherry Baldy. Now what I did, that's hers. But as you know, I have 2 sons. So, oh, and there's her logo. And so what I did was I went on Magic Eraser and I erased out, how did I do it? I erased out the mama, and then I took and made him half of him, and then I took and moved him over here and made, you know, Clayton and Steven. So anyway, and Steven has glasses, so I added some glasses and I added a little bit to it, and you know, my rose of course, and yeah, made it my own. But yeah, that was cool. I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble trying to put in a second boy, and you know, with Magic Eraser it made it a whole lot easier, and then I just added a little bit to make it work. You know, I flipped him around and you know, it worked. So anyway, that was fun. This is Joel Create. There is his logo. There, yeah, there's his thumbnail, and there's my take on it. That was one that was kind of difficult for me, but yeah, it turned out. This is TATYWORKS, and that's a tutorial, and that's her thumbnail, and that's the koala. Yeah, this one, the whole time I'm doing it, I'm like, that is not what a koala looks like. And I was gonna go and, you know, change the eyes, change the beard and all that stuff, and I haven't had a chance to. I've made so many koalas though, and this one is very cute. So, anyway, yeah, she always has the cutest stuff. And I was her Patreon as well. Okay, this week I had, for Mother's Day, my sister and my niece got Lego flowers. And I'm like, that is so cool. So I went on and I found this little basket that is Legos. It's a basket of flowers. And so, yeah, that's what I spent this week doing. Of course, I did not use a reference. There's my logo. This is the basket. This is day 1. And, well, I did do Mandala Monday. And, of course, and there's my logo. And this is SHERRI. It was a tutorial. It was paper cut rainbow. And then there's how it turned out. And I used my textures instead of hers. And, yeah, it was fun. And this is day 2. And I had finished the basket. And I did my first 2 roses. And oh my goodness, those roses did not want to cooperate with me. They kept falling apart. And then you've got these little flowers here. And this little vine, I guess. And yeah, but the roses, they just did not want to cooperate. Plus, they did not give, it was supposed to be 3 roses. And they did not give me the all the pieces to do a 3rd rose. But I made it work with just 2 roses. Aren't those cute? I love little bugs on it. Anyway, so yeah. And then here is the final product on day 3. And you've got a little tulip and a, yeah, I don't know what all these flowers are. But anyway, did one of my roses fall out? Anyway, so guys, I went through all this trouble, and my rose was, you know, like I said, it was a pain in the butt. It did not want to cooperate with me. And then I was planning on putting it on my shelf in my studio and collecting them, you know. And as I walk into my studio, my hip hits my printer stand, and down it goes. So I have to put it back together again. But it's sitting in there. I'm going to do it. Anyway, this was Joel Create. And this was Friday. And he did a 3D mandala. And here is his thumbnail. And there's his logo. And it was a tutorial. This was TATYWORKS. There's her thumbnail. And there's my take on it. And that was fun to do. And I did add some of my texture and stuff to it. Okay, this one was the Creative Bix. This was hers. And I could not afford her brushes. But I had some that were sort of like it. So I had a 3D brush. And so I kind of did sort of what she did. And did it on my own. And yeah, it turned out good. But this is her logo, even though I did not technically do her tutorial. And there's her thumbnail. And there's mine. Okay, this is Mandala Monday. I am having so much fun with mandalas, guys. And this is SIAKULA. And she did a rainbow ice cream cone. That's her thumbnail. She does not do YouTube thumbnails usually. These are, because I'm her Patreon. And these are Patreon, I guess, thumbnails. They're a screenshot of her screen. Sorry. And this is my take on it. And this was, okay, they did not want to send me the replacement part for my other one. So instead, they said I could choose another. Well, they said I could get the whole thing over again. And I'm like, no, I don't want another one for, you know, I think it was 7 parts I didn't get, pieces I didn't get. Anyway, so what I did, I just did 2 roses and chose another kit. Well, it was a music box, really cool. I sat here and spent the whole day, as you can see, sorting it out. And this time, because I had gone through and almost done the whole thing before I realized I didn't have all the pieces, this time I went through and sorted it out, wrote it down, and as you can see with my pen there, and made sure I had the pieces before I started. Well, I didn't. So it says missing pieces, so I'm not going to get to complete it. And I decided I'm not buying anything else from them because, yeah, I don't get all the pieces at all, ever. So, anyway, I was disappointed because it was a teacup. Y'all know how much I love teacups. And it was pouring down into all these beautiful flowers. And it was a music box, and it was a lit up music box. And I'm like, that would be so cool to put on my shelf. And like I said, have a collection. But, yep, they didn't send me the stuff I needed for this one either. So, anyway. Okay, this is my Sherri Baldy for this week. Isn't she adorable? And then there's her, you know, color and picture. Oh, and that's her logo. And, yeah, she's just adorable. And then here's another one I had to do too this week. I just had to. Anyway, and this is a kitty cat, and he's so cute. And I went in and I took and used the noise adjustment thing here and made fur and the perpetual blur. Anyway, and I made fur on him or her or whatever. And then, of course, I love those roses. And, yeah, it was fun. And that was Sherri Baldy as well. And then here's Joel Create. And he did a mandala with the waves coming at it. And, of course, when I look at them, I'm like, gosh, I did such a horrible job. And then I take it out and I look at it. And, yeah, you can sort of see an ocean there. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So yeah, and there's that. And then here's TATYWORKS. This is the first part of a road trip illustration we did, and it was all sketched out. We got to paint part of it, but then we did not paint the van until June 1st, I think. Anyway, so yeah, this is part 1. You'll get to see the other part next month. This is where I did my my June. Why did I do that? Okay, I guess I was thinking September because I put all my Labor Day stuff. I'm going to have to do another June background because that's not going to work. This has to be September. Anyway, this is my June background. But yeah, I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I forget things. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to go through and do one with school stuff on it. Or no, is that August? Okay, with summer stuff on it. Anyway, I'll show it to you next month. And then this was Mandala Monday. And this was SIAKULA, and she did a floating island. This was her thumbnail. And this was my take on it. And then this was a new one that I found. And she has the cutest little stuff. And this is her thumbnail. It's Foo Arc. I found it on YouTube. It's a YouTube video. It says tutorial, but she has music. and she doesn't speak it. That's something that bothers me. I like people to speak it so I know what they're doing. But, you know, it was nice to just do the illustration, and I just did a listen to an audiobook while I was doing it. So anyway, this is my take on it. I put my background on there, and yeah, it doesn't really look like a honey pot. But oh, and I forgot to do the drops of honey. I didn't see that part. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, to me it looks like a cauldron. But yeah, I think if I had had the drops of honey, it would have looked more like a honey pot. So anyway, it was cute, and I love her little, you know, animals and the little pudgy cheeks and everything. And yeah, it was fun to put together, and I did another one of hers for June, and that's June. So yeah, that's it for this month. I hope you guys are enjoying them. I would love it if you would comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, push the bell to be notified when I do another video for you, and if you like it, share it with your friends. Anyway, guys, I just love doing stuff for y'all. I appreciate your support for my channel, and yeah, I will be back next month with another daily art. On Mondays I do my Dollar Monday and my Momentum. Still can't remember the name of it. I hate it when I forget my words, but I have no short-term memory, so yeah, y'all just have to blame it on that. And yeah, anyway, I have a mandala book flip through for you, and you know, next, and like I said, I've done the Mandala Monday and the Momentum flip through and the Momentum whatever it's called of this week, where they it does a video of your artwork as you do it. I hate it when I can't remember. Anyway, that's where we are. All right, and I'm going to do my mandala book. Stay tuned. Love y'all. Bye.